Dad jokes. Let's do it.
You're the worst, aren't you?
Yeah.
You're the worst joke.
So, welcome back to Not Another Fitness Podcast. Today is another little bit of a different episode. Nice and light-hearted and fun. Gemma got me these dad jokes for Christmas, and I've not used them yet, so I thought I'm going to use them on a podcast. So not only can we laugh at them, you listening can also laugh at them. So, apologies if they are shit. Not my problem. But I did
she
get
saw
it as a
him
present.
and got dead excited.
We have read a couple, haven't we? But
they're a bit silly, aren't they?
thought we'd save them. So literally, we're just going to read some stupid dad jokes, and you can listen to them and laugh along wherever you're listening to this, and hopefully you enjoy it. So,
you have to tell us your favourite one.
Yeah.
Shall I start? I read this one before when we were sorting him out. I took the shell off my racing snail, thinking it would make him run faster. If anything, it made him more sluggish.
I'm going to say...
Yay or nay?
3 out of 10.
3 out of 10. Took me a while getting it.
Is that one double-sided?
No. Took me a while to understand that one.
We've got to rate them.
Okay.
Yesterday, I saw a guy spill all his Scrabble letters on the road. I asked him, what's the word on the street?
That's so bad.
No, that's better than that other one. That is better.
Okay, 5.
5 out of 10.
5 out of 10.
Let's have some kind of order going on here.
Okay.
You can't read it and then laugh and then to yourself. You're supposed to read it.
My teachers told me I'd never amount to much since I procrastinate so much. I told them, just you wait.
That's...
I like that one. That's got to be like a 6. It's got to be more than that one.
Oh yeah, you're a teacher.
That's funny. You're reading it now.
Oh, I'm doing the same thing. It's hard not to just read it first before you read it out loud. I went to buy some camouflage trousers yesterday, but couldn't find any.
I've heard that before. That's terrible.
Right, this has got another one on, so I'll keep that.
Okay. I wondered why the frisbee was getting bigger, and then it hit me.
Not bad.
Middle of the road.
I have an addiction to cheddar cheese. I've balls that one up. Let's go again. I have an addiction to cheddar cheese. Thankfully, it's only mild. I think strong cheese is the best. I hate mild cheese. It's nasty, isn't it?
It just tastes like rubber. Like
exactly.
Nothingness rubber.
So it's a waste of... It doesn't taste of anything, so it's a waste of... Calories. You're eating texture, aren't you? With no taste. Mm. Hate it. That was a 2 out of 10.
Yeah. Never try to compare a small white stick with something yellow and edible. They're like chalk and cheese.
I don't get that. Read it again.
Never try to compare a small white stick with something yellow and edible. They're like chalk and cheese.
That's a 1 out of 10.
That's awful. Not even a bit of a giggle.
That is a 1. Shite. Next one. Mm-hmm. I saw my vacuum the other day. All it was doing was collecting dust. That's good.
Funny.
No, that's good.
No?
Like a 5 out of 10? No, 7.
7? That's the best one. I think that's the best one.
Right, now yours too.
My grandfather has the heart of a lion and a lifetime ban at the zoo.
That's terrible. Absolutely terrible.
Why did the cleaner take early retirement? He realised that grime doesn't pay. Tickle me.
You'll like this one. Don't tell me a funny cat joke or I'll poo my pants.
I don't get it.
Puma. Like puma.
That is good. You just said puma pants,
That's
didn't you?
funny. Next one.
Oh, puma pants.
Some of these are terrible, aren't they? I was expecting better, to be honest. I'm
laughing
sorry
at
if you're
this
listening
one.
to this thinking these are shite.
I burnt my Hawaiian pizza the other night. I should have put it on aloha setting.
That's a 9 out of 10.
Aloha. Oh, God.
My wife asked me the other day where I got so much candy. I said, I always have a few Twix up my sleeve. That's a 9 as well. Them two are best.
That's top tier. I like that one. Funny. How can some be so good and some be so terrible? Thanks for telling me that the definition of the word many, it means a lot. That's terrible.
Oh, yeah.
That's
I do
like
get it,
a
but
one.
not funny.
Boring.
Did you know your pupils are the last part to start with? I can't read. Let's go again. Did you know your pupils are the last part to stop working when you die? They dilate.
That's good.
That's all right.
I like that one. What is it true? I thought your pupils go first because they were shining that light in your eye.
The light goes out of them, apparently, doesn't it, when you die?
I have no idea. A woman walked into a library and asked if they had any books about paranoia. They're right behind you, said the librarian. I read that one earlier. I like that one.
It's a 5-minute walk from my house to the nearest pub, but it's a 35-minute walk from the pub to my house. The difference is staggering. That's an 8 out of 10.
I like it. I grilled a chicken for 2 hours the other night. He still wouldn't tell me why he crossed the road. That's terrible.
I don't think I get it.
You seen he grilled a chicken?
Oh, yeah, like as in grill, yeah.
Grill it, but also ask it lots of questions.
Smash with these, aren't we? I went into a store to buy some books about turtles. Hardbacks. Oh, I've read that wrong. It doesn't. Let's go again. I can't terrible at reading these. With jokes, you have to read them. You got to get the punchline in, haven't you? Otherwise, it doesn't make sense. Or I can't read. I'm dyslexic, and I'm not really. I went into a store to buy some books about turtles. Hardbacks, asked the bookstore clerk. Yes, I replied. And they have little heads too. I kind of ruined that by reading it so bad.
You butchered it.
Let's get a couple more because we explained it out.
Is there not any? There's like double-sided, aren't they? But these are like. Yeah, terribly funny.
Terrible. We've read all them ones, haven't we?
When does Sean Connery arrive at Wimbledon? Tennis.
That's terrible. I'm going to try to find some good ones for you. That's not bad. Why did the man bring a ladder to the bar? Because he heard the drinks were on the house.
I've done that one.
That's terrible.
That's a kiddie joke. Why did the fish blush?
Are they funny? How terrible do they have to... Sometimes they're that funny because they're so terrible, like you're not laughing at... You know what I mean?
Yeah. What'd you get if you cross a dog with a phone?
I know.
A golden retriever. The cat's trying to get out. Go on then.
How do you impress a baker?
Go on.
You should know this. Bring them flowers. These are shit. We're going to have to start. I think we're boring people probably.
I entered 10 puns in a contest to see which would win. No pun intended.
Not bad. When can't you see a cheese? When it's pasteurised.
Oh, that's terrible. That is awful. How does that make a joke, Tin? What do Alexander the Great and Winnie the Pooh have in common? The same middle name. The.
Oh, that's just a fact,
That's
isn't it?
just terrible. What happens after you eat alphabet spaghetti? A vowel movement. Instead of vowel.
This is good. Why should you always knock on a refrigerator door before opening it? In case there's a salad dressing inside.
That's terrible. Today, a man knocked on my door and asked for a small donation towards the local swimming pool, so I gave him a glass of water.
What did the buffalo say when his son left for university? Bye, son. Or bison. Bison.
What's bison?
Isn't that a version? Like bison's a version of what you eat, isn't it? Bison is a version of buffalo, isn't it? It's like a version of steak, isn't it?
Like venison.
Yeah, but that's deer, isn't it?
This is my life. This is honestly what I have all the time.
Yeah, this is a fitness related one. What's the best way to burn 1,000 calories? Leave a pizza in the oven.
Terrible. These are awful. Why is the letter B so cold? Because it's near the AC.
I saw that one, that's crap. What does garlic do when it gets too hot? It takes its clothes off.
What do runners eat before a race? Nothing. They fast.
That's crap.
Oh, you've done that one. I've run out.
Yeah, I'll then have some of these. Why did the Scarecrow get a promotion? I've heard this one before. Because he was outstanding in his field.
That's a good one, I like it. I don't get that.
Why can't a nose be 12 inches long?
I don't know.
Because then it would be a foot.
I was at a restaurant and asked the waiter, "Do you have frog's legs?" "No, sir," he replied. "It's just the way I walk."
That's sad. That is sad. That's not funny.
That's not funny. These are awful. Awful.
Sometimes I'm going to have to share that one because it's not even that funny, but... What musical instrument is found in the bathroom?
Don't know.
A tuber toothpaste.
That is terrible. What should you do if you're attacked by a group of clowns? Go straight for the juggler.
Oh, I've heard that one before.
How do you stop a bull from charging? Cancel its credit card. This is really bad.
Why shouldn't you trust stairs? Because they're always up to something.
Why are there gates around cemeteries?
To keep the dead out or something.
Because people are dying to get in.
I've heard that one before as well.
That's so bad. I've never heard that one.
That's not funny.
How do cats end an argument? They hiss and make up.
What do you call a fish wearing a bow tie?
I don't know.
Sophisticated.
I don't get it. What did Yoda say when he saw himself in 4K quality? HDMI.
You wouldn't say it like that though. You HDMI.
I don't understand.
HDMI. He always says something and then am I. HDMI is HDMI lead.
I understand what the
HDMI... You kind of butchered it, but you have to say how Yoda would say it.
I've never watched...
HDMI.
I've never watched Yoda. Is that Star Wars?
That's a terrible yoga voice, but that's what he'd say.
I've never watched it.
I'm not a big Star Wars fan, but I know Yoda is.
Yeah, but I've never watched it, so I don't know what Yoda says. I know what he looks like. I know what he says.
What do you get if you cross a computer with a Rottweiler?
I don't know.
A computer with a lot of bytes.
When does a joke become a dad joke? When it becomes apparent. Apparent.
Oh, that's terrible. Have you ever tried archery blindfolded?
No.
You just don't know what you're missing.
What's the most groundbreaking invention of all time? The shovel. I don't get it. Oh, groundbreaking shovel. Ah, okay.
Is it me or women? The reason why they're called dad jokes is men seem to get them better, don't they?
Yeah, I didn't get some of these.
Like some women, they go straight over their edge. You know, like innuendos and that as well.
Maybe we're just too intelligent for him. We overthink it.
Don't think it's that. I think men's sense of humour is that you try and find the funny in anything and everything. Whereas women... No, I don't say women are more serious, but they're a little bit more like... How's that funny? Whereas a lad would be like giggling at something stupid.
It was all about context, isn't it?
I don't know, most of the...
It's all about context.
No, most of the couples I know, like, all the lads I know and the girls I know, they've got different sense of... Everyone's got a different sense of humour, but as a general... Bit of a generalisation, that lads will try and laugh at most things and make it silly or sexual or an innuendo.
Maybe.
To try and make it funny. That's kind of how I think.
You're always like that.
Yeah, but I don't even try to do it sometimes. It just...
Some of the things you
So I'm always saying that's what she said, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like...
We were literally in B&M earlier, weren't we? When you were like...
I was like, I don't want a big one. We're talking about getting a journal.
Notebook, it was a notebook.
It was a notebook, yeah, not a journal. And I said, I don't want a big one.
Then I sniggered a little bit.
You laughing out, and well, that's what you said.
Oh, God.
I think that's probably from you spending too much time with me. But
probably.
What kind of shoes do ninjas wear?
I don't know.
Sneakers.
I like that, that's clever.
What did the man say while he was reversing his car?
Go on.
This takes me back.
Did you hear about the man who misspelled a name on a headstone? He made a grave mistake.
I've heard that before.
This is terrible.
Don't even get that. Do you get that? Why don't you ever see an elephant hiding in a tree? Because they're really good at it. I do get it. It's saying they're good at hiding, so you wouldn't see them, would you?
Is that what they're saying?
Yeah. Well, I don't even know if that's a joke.
Are they good at hiding? Since when?
No, they're not, are they? They're
Do
massive.
you get that? If you've made it this far in this podcast,
Do
I'll be astounded. But two, do you get it? I don't understand.
No. Some of them are just crap, aren't they? Let's be honest.
What was a more useful invention than the first telephone? The second telephone.
What do you make how do you make a tissue dance? You put a little boogie in it.
I like that one. That's funny.
That's terrible. What do you call a priest who becomes a lawyer?
Oh, I don't know.
A father-in-law.
I get it.
That's not funny. What do you call a teacher who doesn't fart in public?
Go on.
So you.
Yeah.
A private tutor.
That's funny.
If you have 13 apples in one hand and 10
that
oranges in
one.
the other hand, what do you have?
Big hands.
Massive hands. That's it, innit? I think that's it.
Yes.
So if you have made it this far, hats
Short
off
and
to you. I hope you enjoyed this short and sweet episode of us just reading.
But what we do want to know is, what's your favourite dad joke?
Yeah.
Tell us. Share it.
So, yeah.
Screenshot it, put it on your story, and then
Or just message us
attach your favourite dad joke.
your favourite dad joke. And we might do another episode like this, just a silly jokey episode.
Terrible.
Reading out your favourite ones, because some of them were terrible. Or even just jokes, not necessarily dad jokes, but it depends on how we're...
These were nice and PG, they weren't they?
Yeah.
I don't imagine...
I mean, I like the more explicit, the edgy jokes, but it depends on what the joke is, what we'll see.
No.
But yeah, if you enjoyed this episode, let us know. Thanks for listening. If you are still listening, you've got this far.
Probably put it on with the kids. Let the kids.
If anything, this is just an episode to listen to kind of take the best dad jokes and go and tell them to people.
Yeah, there you go.
And pretend like you've come up with them.
Yeah, pretend like we came up with them when we bought them.
Yeah. So don't forget to send us your favourite dad jokes or your favourite jokes. We might do another episode reading out your jokes as well. So yeah, thanks for listening and we will see you next week.